Jim Jere, Kanjindin, man for me, love is like one. Venture one goes away, we proud of who we are.
My name is Njiben Zama. Welcome to Against the Odds, a show where we believe that sharing your story can inspire and ultimately transform. It is Thursday, the 7th of January, 2021. Early on my walk this morning, I noticed a bird perched on a light pole. It was just sitting there, immobile, and except for the occasional movement of its head from left to right, you would not know that it was alive. I would have loved to take a picture, but I deliberately decided to not to take my phone with me, because I wanted to hear the thoughts in my own head. And as I stood there, I remembered the author Harun Yahyah's quote. He wondered why birds stayed in the same place when they could fly anywhere on earth. And I asked myself the same question. And as I pondered, I wondered why I am in the same place or same position today as I was 6 months back. So was I just like that bird? You see, before the pandemic, I had drawn up elaborate plans to start a platform where people would come and share their stories, just like TEDx. Prior to COVID, I had contacted some landlords to inquire about leasing their venues for this purpose. While the pandemic rendered that option obsolete. So with the venue door shut, I decided I was going to create one. So in my garage, I built the stage. I painted the walls, hung up curtains, and turned my garage into a studio. And everything was ready, or so I thought. And I was set to launch on January 1st, 2021. My guests showed up, and as soon as we were ready to go, we discovered the microphones were not working. I ran to Guitar Center, only to find that the microphones that I wanted were on back order. 4 weeks. So I asked if I could buy the ones that were available, use them temporarily until the ones that I wanted arrived. And they just said, nope, sorry. This is COVID time and microphones are non-refundable. And so I had no choice but to cancel the shoot and hope that my guests would come back when or after the microphones arrived. As I continued my walk that morning, I remembered Mark Twain saying, "The secret of getting ahead is getting started." So I repeated that to myself over and over and over. The secret to getting started or to getting ahead is getting started. So today I asked my friend for this mic, and with the help of my young engineer here we are. We just decided to start. with a borrowed mic. My friend might need it tomorrow or the next day, but today we decided to start regardless of the setbacks. Because I remember Martin Luther King saying, "You may not see where you're going, but start with faith, and we believe that we'll get there." The reason we decided to start this platform is because we strongly believe that we as a community need to start telling our stories. We need to share our trials and tribulations, our successes, our failures, our journeys, our histories. Why? Because we believe that if you have lived long enough to be watching me, to be hearing this, to be listening to me, you have a story. Everyone has a story. One that's weaved through dreams, aspirations, fears, ambitions, and lived experiences. Although we're uniquely different, our experiences are very similar. Information transforms lives, and here at Atoddz, we believe that sharing your story will transform lives, because your story could very well be or become someone else's guide on how to navigate adversity. If you'd like to be on the show, we need you. Please get in touch. We are based in Houston and would like to have you. Rest assured that we're taking all precautions against COVID and we're following the guidelines. Hopefully this will be over soon and we won't have to worry about that. I was speaking to a gentleman, a prospective guest, about the show, about coming on the show. And he asked me a very pertinent question. He said, "What's the show about?" So when I explained to him, and he said, "Well, I don't know you. Are you on the show? Are you on the platform?" So I said, "Not yet." And he asked, "How come you want me to be on your platform and you're not on there?" Which that made a lot of sense. So, like I said, this today was not planned. We'll just go along. We just started. And as we get better, or let me say within the next few weeks, coming weeks, I'll get to share my story. You get to know me better. And as we get better in the process, we'll get more structured. And hopefully, you begin to see the relevance of the platform. And I hope that you will join us so that together we will tell our story, because no other person will. We need to start sharing our stories. We need to start telling, like I said before, we need to share our stories, bottom line. So please, I'd like to ask you to please comment, share, like, subscribe, because we will continue putting out, or I will start sharing my story so that you get to know me, and then subsequently, hopefully, you'll be on our show. So until next time, Thank you very much for watching.
Man for me, love will